Joining us now on This Is the Day is Cardinal Blase J of the Archdiocese of Chicago, and he's here to talk to us about his recent pastoral visit to Puerto Rico, December 3rd through the 6th. And thank you so much for being with us, Cardinal.
Good to be with you. Thank you for inviting me.
Maybe if you could start off, Cardinal, by telling us a little bit about the beginnings of this trip. I know you went as a sort of papal envoy and brought along some people from Catholic Extension as well.
Well, yes, the Holy Father asked that I go to pay a fraternal visit to the bishops and the church in Puerto Rico following the devastation of the hurricanes. Catholic Extension was going to go down anyway because they have been doing some work, and so I thought it would be a good opportunity to visit some of their sites that they have been working on, as well as some of the sites that the Archdiocese has been supporting with one of our deacons in place in the Diocese of Mayagüez. So it was something the Holy Father wanted me to do. He said he wanted it done before Christmas, which I said that's going to be a bit of a task, not only for me, but for the bishops there to carve out the time.
Sure.
But we did find 4 days that worked, and it was really a very fruitful visit.
I know you visited many places, the Mother House and the Missionary Sisters, orphanage. Tell us a little bit about some of the places that you visited.
Well, yes. In addition to visiting each of the bishops where they work and live, I went to, as you said, the sisters who help the poor in one area. One of our parishes took up a collection, and I presented a check of $40,000 to them. I visited in Mayagüez one of our deacons who is helping people rebuild and also just get basic foodstuffs. And then also there was an orphanage that we were able to visit on our way back to San Juan. And again, seeing young children who have no parents and who are abandoned, needing attention and help, and who are very scared because of the storm. Every time it rains, they become afraid. And so the people who work with them and part of the Catholic Diocese really provide wonderful help. And it really was an opportunity for me to see the resilience and resourcefulness of the people in Puerto Rico.
And I was wondering if you could expand on that, Cardinal. Talk about the people that you met, and what is the spirit like in the devastation?
Well, we went to one place called Punta Santiago, which is in the Diocese of Fajardo-Humacao. And that is where the storm came to shore. And that whole area was just blown away. In fact, the whole island was devastated. I described it as the whole island being carpet bombed, because there really wasn't any area that wasn't impacted. But at that place in particular, we met with fishermen who lost everything, people who live in that small village, parishioners, the pastor, just to hear their stories about what was happening during the storm and how everything has been wiped out. They've had about 6,000 small businesses collapse as a result of the storm. So people's lifestyle, income, source of income, their work, where they live, their churches, all have been destroyed or at least damaged severely. So in talking to the people, though, they were very glad that the Holy Father sent someone to assure them of his support, but also very generous and joyful. There's a generosity among the people and helping each other that's truly inspiring.
And I know, speaking of generosity to the United States here, the mainland, how important funds are. If you can expand on some of the more immediate needs, Cardinal, and what does Puerto Rico need now in terms of not only money but other things as well?
Well, I think that the work of different agencies, Catholic Extension, which is an organization, a papal organization that helps mission dioceses here in the United States, including Puerto Rico, and also we have some work going on in Cuba, is doing a great deal. Our Catholic Charities also, and I'm sure the Catholic Charities in Boston and elsewhere would be collecting resources, and I know dioceses have taken up collection. So I think those kinds of donations and funds are still important. Prayer and solidarity. There are also people who are organizing to go down and help with recovery and the work. that's being done. I saw many people come down of the Catholic faith and all faiths, or maybe no faith. So there are a lot of volunteers. FEMA's there as well, helping, and we were told that they estimate it's going to take 5 to 10 years to rebuild everything. So I think to make personal contact with priests, with people, with the diocese to see what they need, and I would leave it up to individual people and parishes and dioceses to be somewhat, take some initiative on their own part to see what can be done by contacting a diocese or a parish and volunteering to be a part of the recovery.
Thank you so much, Cardinal. Before I let you go, I just want to talk to you how we're honored to have the Midnight Mass coming up on Christmas Eve, Christmas Day as well. We're going to be broadcasting from the great cathedral in Chicago, too. And that's a great way as well, to speaking of prayer, to keep the people of Puerto Rico in your prayers during that Midnight Mass.
Well, and I'm so glad that your program is going to be in link with us in Chicago. I look forward to that collaboration. It'll be an opportunity for me to address the needs of people. Also, the wonderful work that the Holy Father is doing in making sure that people are not marginalized and who are living on the peripheries are not ignored. So Christmas would be a wonderful a moment for us to talk about the wonderful things that are happening in the life of the Church today. And I'm just so glad that you can be a part of our celebration here in Chicago.
Well, we thank you so much, Cardinal, for being with us, spending some time with us. Thank you so much, and Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you. Blessed New Year to everyone. And thanks for the important service that you offer to the life of the Church.
Thank you so much.